Greetings, Benjamin J from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. What you're looking at is the motor out of that new 595, and I was doing a couple of repairs on the body and want to do a video on this motor. Now this motor was trashed. You can see it's just absolutely covered in rust, and the light socket, if I can get this light bulb out of here, the light socket is completely split open, just absolutely destroyed. So I saved it as best I could. Someone had tried to force a bayonet bulb into it and just tore it to pieces. No idea when this was, obviously years ago. So I've rounded it out as best I could, and it will now accept a light bulb. And it does work. So I just did the bypass on this this motor. And again, if you get a motor, because when I got this, you put power to it, the light bulb would light. That was it. It didn't even buzz. Deader than a hammer. So when you encounter these things that are in that bad a condition that it won't even buzz, just cut the wires going from the E unit to the coil and the brushes. You run a power line to this side of the coil, you run this side of the coil to the brushes, motor's fixed. That simple. It only takes a minute to do this. So just finishing up the soldering, I just figured while I was doing it I might as well make a video. So I've got to solder the connection here. There we go. And there. I just folded this one down out of the way. And that is it. Just bypassed the E unit. So I'm using this new bell wire. It's old phone wire. Just absolutely perfect for this application. It's actually made of steel, so it was probably really inexpensive, but it works really well. So, and it's slightly larger than the winding itself. So just added 3 inches of wire to that side of the winding and ran it directly to the headlight, which supplies power. This side directly to the brushes. So I've got my test transformer set up. So let's see how we did. Like I said, this thing was dead. It wouldn't even buzz. Okay, let's see how we did. This is the bypass, as you see. And it runs perfectly. So that simple bypass will make any Marx engine run, or Marx motor run. Alright, do this again. There we go. And as you see, this runs absolutely perfectly. It runs forward only, but who cares? It's running. There is nothing wrong with this motor. Nothing. So, all I've done was the bypass, put a few drops of oil on the gearing, a few drops of oil on the armature, and clean the brushes. So, $10 for a 595 that didn't run. But it's gotten to the point now that unless there's something majorly wrong with the coil itself, I've gotten 99% of these motors running. And I buy them just for parts or just to get the motors out of them. In most cases, the ones I buy don't run at all. And for $10, I've got a new Marx engine, a 595, in perfect working condition. So this thing runs really well. That's full blast. This is just a small test transformer. But it works. This simple bypass. This will get any Marx motor running. As long as that coil is good, the motor will run. So, don't know what I can do to save this. It's working, and it'll last virtually forever, but it sure looks bad. And like I said, this socket was just split wide open. And as you see, it's covered with rust. And someone had spliced the power line going down to the shoe. for some reason. I haven't got around to fixing it. I may not. It works. It's out of the way. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. So anyway, just wanted to do a video on this motor. Really simple fix. This simple bypass gets any motor running instantly. And you just bypass the E unit. You don't have to mess with it anymore. And they run so much better this way. This is getting pure power now going to the motor itself, rather than losing conductivity going through this E unit. So in any case, just wanted to do a quick video on this. So I just got the last two connections soldered. So run a power line to this side of the coil. This side of the coil goes to the brushes. Motor will run. And this new wire makes it really simple, and I think I'll be using this. It works really well. So another engine up and running, $10 from eBay. The body itself right now is in the vise. I just put some epoxy to repair that damaged floor plate. So that'll be up and running in just a few minutes, and we'll put it back on the track and see how it goes. So just a quick video on the 595 and getting it running. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.